kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Easy. Second reload.
To throw again. Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
go, here we go. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. He's checking. Crash. 12. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I got 261. Matchbox.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 49 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And an alley to run. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch 44. Hey, gun.
Second down, McKinnon.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here I come again.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie! Right there, 54 Mike. Double dog, that's the way. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Hey, go 66.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I got you. Get him, you got him. 5-2.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
White. 12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Say. Check 43.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 47-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Shift. 11. 6-6, bullet high.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel, and even 70 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. There's
a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lock. White.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers.
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Wait, that 380! Hey, check it.
56.
Hey, Charlie.
56, right there. 56. He's tired of me.
When he hit.
Brady now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
To throw is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Two.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Wait, 53. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 34-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And He's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20. 56. Check 56. Hold 50. Going nowhere. Hey, Zoo. 50 shadow.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180. 52's the mark. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 44 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run up.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bravo! Here we go. 56.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. A very solid gain of 27. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gostkowski for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Coleman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second down, McKinnon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
21.
Garoppolo looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First down, San Francisco.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.